Welcome back to part 2 of this year's flat hunt series. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure to check that out. I will leave in the description box. In this video, I will be showing you more flats that we toured this year, but just a quick recap on what we're looking for. In terms of location, we want to be in West London, ideally in these neighborhoods, Notting Hill, South Kensington, and Fulham. For our budget, we're looking to stay within £2,700 to £2,900 a month. Of course, this does not already include utilities and council tax, so we want to leave some room for that as well. For the flat type, after having lived in a high-rise and a mid-rise the last few years, we are looking to completely change it up and be in a traditional home. In terms of the interior of the flat, it needs to be something that is newly renovated or at least in a very, very good condition. We're looking for a spacious 1-bed or a 2-bedroom flat. My boyfriend and I both work from home, so there needs to be enough space for us to put our workstations in 2 separate areas. And we're looking for something that is at least partly furnished or fully furnished. Alright, that's a recap of what we're looking for. Now let's go ahead and look at the flats. This first flat is listed at £3,000. It is a 2-bedroom on a 2-story home. We're currently on the underground level. You actually enter the flat on the floor right above this, but everything is newly renovated, freshly painted, and you get this little outdoor area here, which is nice. The garden that you see up there is actually the neighbors, so we can't access that, but it's still nice to have a little bit of outdoor space. The appliances that you see here are all brand new. The tags are actually still on them, and you get this extra bonus laundry room, which I have never ever seen in a London flat before. Normally the washer is either in the kitchen or is in like a really tiny closet, so having this separate room to do your laundry and for some extra storage is a great plus. Now, we stood here quite a while trying to figure out the layout of this place, because if we were to put a dining table, dining chairs, a couch, and maybe a coffee table, it would actually have been really cramped. On camera, it looked quite spacious because nothing is in there. Now, I didn't actually know that this place was unfurnished because the listings online had photos of furniture in there, and it turns out that was all AI generated. So yeah, we were kind of catfished walking into this place, but I do really like the furnishing of this entire place. It feels very cute and very clean. Walking into the first bedroom, I think this was supposed to be the main bedroom. However, it overlooks this really busy street. So unfortunately, you just won't have a lot of privacy. I probably would never open up these blinds, or I have to put like a privacy film over it. And walking into the second bedroom, this is the smaller one, so we would have turned this into an office. I do like that it overlooks the garden area, so this room felt quite peaceful when we walked in there. As you might have seen, the 2-bedroom didn't really have a closet space except this tiny one. With this flat being listed at £3,000, which is already quite above our budget, we would have had to spend so much money trying to furnish this entire place. And the biggest downside was the main bedroom overlooking the busy street, so this one was a no for us. Flat number 2 is listed at £2,850. Now, we weren't initially open to looking at anything in a mid-rise or a high-rise like this, or like in a new build, because our current flat is in a high-rise. So we really wanted to, change it up and try living in an actual home instead. But after all the disappointments of all the flats that we've seen, I was like, maybe let's just give this one a shot. And I mean, this entire place is absolutely stunning. I love the furnishings. Everything just felt really new and really nice. It is a 1-bedroom, but it was a spacious 1-bedroom. I love the bathroom. It really feels like a hotel, and this building does have 24/7 gym and pool. All the amenities are included in here. And honestly, if we weren't trying to live in an actual home, we 1000% would have put an offer in this one. This was such a great flat for the price point, but overall it just felt too similar to our current flat, which just kind of defeats the whole purpose of us moving. So unfortunately, we didn't put an offer in this one. This third flat is listed at £2,850 and it is on the 5th floor. So after climbing up 5 flights of stairs and trying to catch our breath, we really got to admire the skylight. And this building does not come with an elevator, so that's kind of a downside. But with this being on the very top floor, the benefit of that is you get the skylight throughout basically the entire space. And those are the stairs that will go up to the rooftop, which we'll see in a bit. The kitchen was perfectly fine. I do appreciate that you get some natural light that comes in through the skylight here as well. The bathroom didn't feel super clean when we walked in. You can't really see it on camera, but yeah, in real life, it definitely felt like it needed some deep cleaning, which obviously can be done at the end of the tenancy. This is a 2-bedroom flat, so the master bed was actually a really good size. It came with some really nice built-in wardrobe. The blinds are a little bit broken, but that can probably be fixed as well. Moving into the second bedroom, we would have turned this into an office, so we would have asked for that bed to be removed, but this is also a really great size for an office as well. The biggest selling point for this flat definitely has to be this private rooftop area, which I have also never seen in a London flat before. Going up these little stairs, you get this entire rooftop space all to yourself. So this would have been a really great spot to come up here and hang out on a hot sunny day, maybe have a barbecue. But overall, we just weren't really entirely in love with this place, and also don't want to be climbing up 5 flights of stairs with our groceries, with our bags and everything every single day. So this one was a no for us. This fourth flat is listed at £2,700. It is located in Chelsea, which is a really nice neighborhood. Walking up to this flat, I was so excited because I love Chelsea area, and you get this communal garden area as well, which is really nice. Stepping into the flat though, immediately it felt more suited for like one tenant or maybe like a couple who doesn't work from home, because it felt a little bit on the smaller side. The bedroom was nice. It has a ton of built-in storage, but what that means is there is no flexibility in how we want to move the place around, and you definitely cannot fit a desk in here comfortably. Stepping into the bathroom, although it looks nice, the layout of it makes this feel quite small, and the sink was kind of in an awkward position as well, right next to the door. This kitchen was newly renovated. I love the furnishing. It looks really nice. However, the same thing with the layout of this, it would have been really cramped with 2 people cooking in there, and my boyfriend and I do cook quite often. So overall, the space just wouldn't have worked for us. This next flat is listed at £2,500, which is significantly below our budget. So I was really looking forward to seeing this flat. It is a 1-bedroom, but it was very spacious. The biggest downside of this space was that it's right across from the hospital and is situated right on a really busy street. So even with the windows closed, you can still hear everything that was happening outside. And being right across from the hospital, you most likely will hear sirens quite a bit. And we just prefer our home to be in a quieter setting. And I also don't want people to be looking right into our unit from the street as well. Moving into the bedroom, there's a ton of closet space, which is great, but it would have been a little tough to try to fit a desk in there still. And this is the view that you get from the bedroom, which we were also trying to figure out what that was. Another disappointing part about this flat was the bathroom for sure. Given how spacious this entire place was, I did not expect the bathroom to be so small. As you can see here, there's no storage at all, and the sink was quite small. So we would have had to get extra storage stuff to store all of our bathroom things outside of the bathroom. With the size of the bathroom and the location being right on the busy street, this was easily a no for us. This next flat is listed at £2,400. It is also a 2-bedroom, so at this price point, I was really excited because that is significantly below our budget. Walking into here, we had no idea what to expect because we actually never saw the listings, so we didn't know what the outside or inside was going to look like. I just got a call from an agent and we happened to be in this area. So they were like, do you want to just come and take a look? So we said, sure, why not? So walking into here, I did not know what to expect at all, but the condition of this flat was top notch. It felt really clean and the way that they have decorated this place was really nice. The landlord is actually an interior designer, so you can definitely see that they have put a lot of thought into making this place feel really nice and cozy. This is the outside of the flat, which is not really the vibe that we were trying to go for. So unfortunately, with the location and the exterior of the building, this didn't really fit what we were looking for. I wish that we could have just picked up this unit and put it in a different location, but overall, this was a no for us. This next flat is also a 2-bedroom listed at £2,550. Right when you step in, you see the living room and the kitchen, and I think there was just something about the current layout that didn't completely sold me on it. I think it's the fact that the couch is currently overlooking the kitchen instead of like a TV or like a wall or something. So if we were to move in here, we definitely would have rearranged this couch and have some more separation of space between a kitchen and a living room area. This is the master bedroom, which I really liked actually because it has this cute little outdoor area and it just makes this place feel a bit more unique. There's already a desk in there, so this can easily fit my workstation. Moving down the hallway, you have the bathroom, which was newly renovated. It's nice and bright. It is a little bit on the smaller side though, but I think the white marble walls and the big mirror just kind of makes the space feel bigger. This is the second bedroom, which we would have turned this into an office and asked for that extra bed to be removed. The garden in the back is actually the neighbors. I wish that backyard was our private area. Overall, there was not a ton of stuff wrong with this flat. It was just one of those ones that we just weren't really in love with, so we didn't put an offer in this one. This last flat is listed at £2,550. It is located in this cute little gated area, so it is quite secured. But right when you step in, I just kind of knew this was not the one for us because of the size. So that's the main entrance, and immediately you walk into the bedroom. I didn't get the best footage of the floor plan itself, but there was barely enough space for you to walk between the bed to get to the closet area. Like you kind of have to walk sideways because that was how small it was. Moving into the bathroom, it was also really small. It does have a bidet though, so that's a plus. I actually haven't seen a London flat with a bidet before. I actually tripped walking out of this bathroom because I did not see the raise level. I was too focused on filming. Walking into the kitchen area, the first thing I noticed was how awkward that sink placement is. It's right in the corner with the dishwasher right below you. So just imagine how uncomfortable or awkward it would be when you're trying to do the dishes and trying to load up the dishwasher at the same time. It's just not really in a very thoughtful placement in my opinion. So overall, this one was easily a no for us. So that concludes this year of flat hunt videos. I hope that you have enjoyed part 1 and part 2. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite flat or least favorite flat. What did you think of them? I would love to hear your perspective. And I am currently filming at our new place, so we did find our new home. We put in so much work to finally make this place feel like home to us. Let me know if you would like to see a flat tour of this place as well. And if you haven't seen my recent flat tour video of our old place, make sure to check that out. I'll leave it right over here. Consider subscribing for more London living and travel content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!